Alright, what's up guys? So, Code Blue Cam, they have uploaded a video titled When You Accidentally Sell Drugs to an Undercover Cop While at Work? Dang, like, I wasn't expecting the while at work, like, I saw that part, but then the while at work, like, my eye hadn't fully, like, focused in on the full sentence, so, like, dang, bruh, like, you at work, you're making money at work, bruh. My thing is this. It shouldn't matter. Like, if you want to get paid more, then you just gotta find you a better paying job. But it's like, bro, if you put yourself in a situation where, on top of getting arrested, you lose your job, like, nah, bro, that's crazy. It's one thing if you do it outside of work. You do it outside of work, then yeah, you could say, oh, if your boss asks, like, oh yeah, like unpaid parking tickets, or that's why I'm working and things, but at work, and it's like, yeah, bro, you brought that on yourself. That's just crazy. So let's go ahead and get into this video. Make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Code Blue Cam for more videos like this. And then that being said,
in early 2023, detectives received a Crime Stopper tip that a store employee was selling drugs at the Treasure Coast Square Mall in Jensen Beach, Florida. A 27-year-old male named Patrick thought it was wise to launch a side hustle within Zoomies, where he sold hallucinogens and other unconventional items not approved by Zoomies to customers of all ages. As per the Martin County Sheriff's Office, Patrick
because I found, like, the mall that I go to, there's a couple of malls that I go to, and they both got a Zoomie store in there, and that's one thing where it's like, even now, if I'm like looking for a pair of shoes to review on YouTube, or even if I'm looking for like a jacket to wear during winter, yeah, there Zoomies would be a store, but like, kids go in that store, bruh. Like, that's crazy.
Mushrooms
that
is
is
for a couple
crazy.
months in the store. Undercover detectives initially spoke with Patrick at the store. Later, they returned on 2 separate occasions and purchased psilocybin mushrooms from him. On September 1st, Patrick's rapidly expanding enterprise would soon face its abrupt downfall.
It's like at the same time that thing went off, that my watch went off, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, hold on. Nice mall though. Dang. That's one of them super malls. And even the Zoomies store, it's like, because the Zoomies store that I go to, like, everything is so close together, like, you gotta, like, maneuver your way, like, that Zoomies store, yeah, you could tell that's a super mall, bruh.
What's up, man?
Patrick, how are you, buddy?
What up?
Patrick. You're gonna put your hands behind your back.
Dang, they didn't even question him or nothing. They just got straight to it.
You're set. Mine's double off. You got him. I got him.
And imagine being that one employee where you're like, what's going on?
Hello, how are you?
Is the cop finishing the job for him? He's folding his...
What's up? He's got a black backpack. Is this his? This one's his? Thank you.
That's crazy.
Alright, man, I'm just gonna double lock these on you, okay? So they don't walk up on you, okay? Yep. We'll explain everything to you here in a minute, alright? Do you have anything in your pocket?
He's like one cop. He's all like, he's like, I could use me some new shirts.
Where's your black backpack at?
My black backpack? Yeah. You got it.
Got it.
Upon searching his bag, they discovered a 30-gram plastic Ziploc bag containing mushrooms that tested positive for psilocybin.
No, come on, Simon. I'll clean your shoes.
What's up? Probably would, yeah.
He'll be able to make phone calls too when he gets to the office, alright?
That's crazy.
Thank you.
It's like, if there's gonna be any place where it, like, and the thing is this, I get it. It's a hard life out there, and you do what you gotta do, but it's like, bruh, don't do it at your job, where it's like, at least if that, like, plan doesn't go through, where it's like, yeah, you out selling drugs. You shouldn't be selling drugs in the first place. And I get you trying to get some extra money on the side. There's so many other different jobs that you can pick up more hours at Zoomies. There's all these different stores. You can work at Liz. You can work at any of those stores. You can work at any store in that mall, bro, to just pick up some money on the side. Even if it's like, let's say you work at Zoomies full time, but then part time you work at Liz. So it's like the part time job might be all like, okay, so at this time, just get the you know, the hats in, bring them to us, and then yeah, somebody would unload them, and then you know we'll pay you $100 for it. So at least you could just get some extra cash. But it's like, do things the legal way, bro. Don't do things that's gonna land you in a situation like this.
Oh, that's the show.
That's up, man. You know he gonna lose the job too. That's crazy.
You go out and get a left, okay?
Okay.
He ain't even trying to argue with it either. At least, hey.
We are just outside the move DHR.
Or actually, if one of you guys want to take a photo.
I'll do that. Anybody got their work phone on them?
Dang, man. And stuff like this, they don't be crossing their mind when they be doing it.
What's up? Where you write this over, okay?
He's all like, oh, bro, I can. He's like, oh, this would be okay. Like, yeah, this could be cool.
I'm on the other side. Okay. You're gonna go on the front seat, alright? Alright.
They put him in the front seat. Wow.
You guys were just going back to the office?
Yeah. Can you pull a police service call for Zoomies, white male 1015, 51 to SID?
He was subsequently taken to the police department for an interview regarding the events that had taken place.
Alright, Brandon. You good? Yep. What's your name, dude? Patrick. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Obviously, we're here because you got yourself in a little bit of a pickle. Alright. Do you have any idea that, I don't know if anyone explained anything to you yet or anything?
Nope.
So, months ago, we got complaints of you selling mushrooms, weed, just stuff to not only people coming in and out of the store, but also the juveniles. Okay? Does any of this ring a bell at all?
No.
You don't sell anything? Nothing at all?
No.
Okay. Is that what you're gonna stick with?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, you had
But if they, the thing is this. He forgets that there's cameras, right? There's cameras in Zoomies, bro. There's cameras literally everywhere, all right? It's like, fam, like our brain, like probably somewhere inside is a little mini camera that's recording our thoughts, okay? That's how you gotta look at things. But it's like, fam, you have to understand that if Zoomies like corporate, right? If it's a toss-up between their store getting shut down because you want to stick to whatever story you got made up in your head or firing you, they're gonna fire you, bruh. Like, my thing is this, job's gone, alright? Because if these cops decide to, call up Zoomies HQ and be all like, hey, we just need some camera footage to, you know, fight this situation in court, you think they're gonna have your back? And then it's like, next thing you know, then Zoomies is facing a lawsuit? Yeah, bruh, no, that's not gonna work, so.
black bag with you today.
Yes.
Is that your backpack?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what was inside of it?
Yeah.
What was inside of it?
There were mushrooms inside the bag.
Do you use mushrooms?
Yes.
How much mushrooms do you use at a time?
I microdose them usually, but about a gram.
Now, what if I told you that we've been buying from you for a bit? Still, does any of this ring a bell? Like, you've been selling, we've seen you, we've dealt with you.
Okay.
Do you want me to elaborate, like, refresh your mind a little?
If you want.
It's a little blurry. That's you in the store.
Mm-hmm.
That's you during a deal that we did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Do you have that outfit?
I do. I just got it.
Yeah. So, once again, that's you. We know for a fact you deal.
Okay.
So, do you do it to, like, help yourself with extra money, with financially, or help people out, or what's the deal?
Yeah. I don't do anything bad. Nothing that bad. So.
It's,
And
yeah,
I'm
but
not
it's
saying-
like you can't. The thing is this: what people do with their money, if they decide to go out and buy mushrooms, okay. But it's like that you shouldn't be like, oh well, if there's people out there buying, then it's okay for me to sell. He's probably looking at it as all like, well, the people that's out there buying, they're the ones that's wrong. And it's like, yeah, they're wrong too, but that doesn't exclude you out of the equation. You are also in the wrong. You shouldn't be selling it to people, but you shouldn't be selling. He said juveniles, fam. You're selling it to kids, bro. Like that. Yeah, you messed up on that one.
That you're a bad person, dude.
Mm-hmm.
We get it. Like, hey, you give a little here, take a little there. It's for extra money, right? What I'm trying to understand is, number one, what the actual reason is for you to sell it. I'm not saying you're a bad dude. Like, you know, you don't look like a Pablo Escobar. Like, are you? I mean, I might be confused. Does anyone at the store know that you do for extra money, or
No.
no one else is involved with it?
Mm-mm.
How much do you sell at a time, dude?
Not much.
Well, what's not much? I mean, you had what? How much did you have with him? Anyone? How much did you have with him?
30 grams.
30 grams.
Dang.
I mean, that's typically how much would you sell that for?
He had a look on his face like whoever it was that gave him the mushrooms. He had a look like, bro said 60, but they saying 30. No, me and the other guy, we're gonna have to have a conversation.
What's not much?
$160.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot for $160. Like, $160 is pretty cheap compared to what I thought an ounce of mushrooms would be.
Partially for the money, but at the same time, mushrooms for a lot of people are medicine and they help a lot of people with a lot of issues, so I don't really need too much money, so.
How much would you get that for that you could sell it for 160?
How much would I get that for?
Mm-hmm.
Not much.
What's not much?
50, 60.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're making like $100 profit. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm assuming if you buy it in bulk, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna get a good deal.
I don't really deal with mushrooms too much.
No?
No, it's fairly recent that it's been selling much, and clearly this is why.
Yeah. How long have you been working at Zoomies?
A year in November.
Have you been doing it the whole time there?
No.
No? How long have you been selling out of the store?
A month or two.
Okay. So you see what the issue here is, right? Like, how big of a clientele do you have?
Not much.
Not much?
I don't make that much money.
Okay. Well, the issue obviously still stands that we're here, obviously, so...
Yeah.
Patrick claimed that he had been engaging in the mushroom trade for approximately a year, seeing it as a strategic maneuver to expand his customer base discreetly within the realm of Zoomies.
How long have you been selling the mushrooms?
I guess like a part of me is understanding like he probably doesn't want to, you know, have it where he deals out of his home because then some crazy people might go back to his home and it's like, oh, well, let's, you know, rob him and, you know, try to end his life and things if he puts up a fight. But and so I guess a part of me understands, but it's like, fam, you very well could have just like, you know, went into the parking lot, and, you know, and it's by, I mean, I don't know, like I'm not trying to like tell people how to do it because I don't want nobody like watching this video and then being like, oh, well, TMossBoss said I could sell it out the parking lot. You shouldn't sell it at all because then you end up in a situation like this. I cannot help you. You shouldn't be selling it at all. I'm gonna say that much. But yeah, it's like, don't put a company at risk because you're trying to make some extra cash. It's like, I feel like a parking lot will probably be a more discreet place than, you know, and then just have it where it's like you're in the comfort of your car, whatever the situation is. But yeah, but if this stuff is like illegal and causes people like, you know, to OD and all that, then don't even fool with it. It's like, fam, this like, my thing is this. You know, that's something that I guess I don't really particularly get because there's like, unless like this is in the air. Well, if this is supposed to take place in Wisconsin, because I think Code Blue Cam, a lot of their videos are based out of Wisconsin. I don't know if weed is illegal out there. But, I mean, if it is, then, you know, I guess go to a state where it is legal and then, you know, smoke there and then take a Uber home and stuff. But yeah, it's like, just I guess just get something that's legal, you know, where you could go to a store and buy it. You don't have to worry about a cop pulling you over for like weed possession and stuff, especially if it's in a state that's legal and stuff. But if it's illegal out in you know, Wisconsin, then I don't know what to tell you, bro. It's one of those things where it's all like, I guess, like, try to find, like, I don't know, exercise, read books, listen to music, like, I don't know, get into stuff that's not going to put you in a situation where it's gonna land you in jail, so.
Maybe like a year.
So you just started selling in the last 2 months at Zoomies, but you've been selling it for a year overall?
About.
Where do you typically get it from?
A guy.
Like locally, at the mall?
Yeah, an old friend.
Well, you don't seem like a bad dude, man. It's just one of those things where you got caught up. Yeah. How much mushrooms do you think this dude has that you usually get it from?
He has? I'm not sure. He usually has like chocolate bars, but it's mainly weed that I get from him, but I've stocked up a long time ago on mushrooms, so that's why I used to take more myself, but after like a really bad trip, I stopped taking them as much. It was mainly for me at first, just to kind of stock up because they're hard to get.
Yeah. The dude that you get it in Port St. Lucie, you said he has bars.
Chocolate bars.
the stuff you had today wasn't chocolate bars.
Oh no, that's what I said. He usually has chocolate bars. I had gotten it a while ago.
So that was from a while ago from that same guy?
Yeah, those are pretty old in there.
Okay. Alright, just give me a second. Dude, let me just ask you though. So obviously, not only do people, tourists, whatever, just come in and randomly ask you, and you just kind of give it to them. What about like kids, like juveniles?
Oh no.
You don't deal with juveniles? Cause
I try my best. I mean, I don't ID people, but
like, because the issue that, like I said, the whole reason this started is because kids are getting banned.
I've never sold mushrooms to any kids.
Well, juveniles, I mean, in the teenage years, I don't know if you'll be able to tell the difference.
I mean, like I said, I don't ID, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had anyone tell you that they've had a really bad trip or anything off the stuff you gave them?
No.
Never. But you've had yourself personally.
Well, I took way too many.
How much is way too many?
It was about 14 grams.
You took a whole 14 grams, just ate them?
Well,
Even he had to be like, whoa. He's like, hey, yo. He's like, sir, what do you got going on where you done took for that's crazy.
I mean, it's called, I don't want to go into the whole specifics.
No, I'm curious. This is me just
It's
learning
called
how.
lemon teching. Basically, if you grind up the mushrooms and put them in lemon juice, which is citric acid reacts to the psilocybin in the mushrooms, which it basically doubles the dose, but it shortens the trip. So where the trip you take 7 grams, the trip might last 8 hours. If you lemon tech 7 grams, you're gonna trip way harder, but it'll only be for like 2-3 hours.
I don't. That's crazy. How do you even know that stuff? That's something where I'm like, fam, who I did? Yeah, that's stuff where I'm like, nah. That's like I said, exercise. You don't have to worry about having no bad trip if you just go to the gym and you just start like lifting weights and things. It's like, yeah, you're gonna probably feel sore and all that stuff. I'd rather deal with that than all that stuff that he just said. An 8-hour trip? I'm like, bro, I don't even be wanting to, like, the thing is this. I don't even want to trip and fall on concrete ground for a split second. In a bad trip for 8, and nah. You will never ever have to worry about me smoking weed, mushrooms, chocolate bars, edibles, any of that stuff. I'm like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
So what do? Do you like shut everything off and kind of just meditate?
Well, that time I did it. I was in a really bad place at the time, so I did that. I did it in the dark in my bed, and I like time traveled. It was scary. I like partied with demon clown guys and stuff.
Okay, I'm sorry for that. It's just, that's wow. Demon clowns, bruh. Nah, mushrooms, that's scary. That's scary, because I just feel, the thing is this, like, I done had, like, bad dreams before, right? And I remember, like, I think I remember, like, one of the, like, first few bad dreams I had. It's like a dream I remember having when I was a kid, right? And I don't know, like, now, like, when I have, like, I more so call them weird dreams now, because I'm like, that was weird. But no, there's been times, like, if I've had some, like, really, really bad dreams, I'm like, nah. I remember the one time when I was a kid, and I had a dream where it was, like, I can't even, like, really, okay, like, maybe, if not bigger than a PlayStation 5, but, like, PlayStation 5, like, plus, size, like, spiders walking around me. I remember I was, like, tied to the ground, couldn't go nowhere. I woke up, bro, I was crying my eyes out, because I was like, when was that dream going to end? Nah, man, it was one of those dreams where I was like, no, I do not ever. A kid me wasn't handling stuff like that, so, yeah, I think that has a lot to do with why I have, like, somewhat of a bad arachnophobia, and that's why there's some games out there I'm like, don't fool with them, because, it brings me back to that moment. I'm a grown man now, but yeah, kid me, he still ain't with that. And so, yeah, and then you add shrooms to the mix? Nah, bro, I ain't fooling with that.
But that's again why I always tell people that you need to weigh it out and you need to know how much you take, because they can do that to you. But like I said before, it does help. I mean, it's obviously mushrooms are starting to be legalized throughout the country. It does help in a therapeutic sense.
No, I've heard that. I've definitely heard that. Where do you have your ounces?
I'd rather not answer that.
Okay, that's fine.
Real quick, was there anybody else working at Zoomies today, or is it just you?
I had one other worker.
So there's somebody there right now?
Yeah.
Okay, 'cause we walked out with you and didn't see anybody else in there. I want to make sure it's secure.
No, yeah, she's supposed to like call someone.
Okay. Alright.
So you don't want to say where the rest of it is?
I'd rather not.
Okay, then yeah, we're right to say no. I just want to make sure that it's not laying around where someone can get to it or try it or kid or anything like that.
You plans to ever do this again?
To sell and stuff like that?
Yeah.
After, if I get out of this, no, this is my...
But like you said, unfortunately, the what really was the, I don't want to say bread and butter because that sounds like a terrible way to put it, but the most unfortunate part about this is that we were getting complaints that kids were getting hold of this and that kids were buying it.
That's just very
when we say kids, but we mean people under 18 years old. And you know just as well as I do, like, it's hard to see, like, or tell how old somebody is, because sometimes,
I'm
like,
very
dudes,
curious
girls,
about that.
like,
That's why I'm very curious about it, because most people, I mean, they're all seem to be adults to me. That's why I'm very
Yeah, but it's like, I'm gonna be honest with you. There was kids at my school coming to, fam, I had kids coming to school drunk. I had kids coming to school high. I had kids offering me drugs. Fam, it's one of those, this is, fam, I'll still never forget. I remember, I think I was either 11 or 12 years old, and I remember seeing a kid smoke a cigarette for the first time, and I'm like, it was unheard of, because it's like, you know, you're like 11, 12 years old, and then you see somebody around the same age as you smoking, this your first time seeing that, you're like, okay, this isn't a movie. Like, this is like right across from me, you know, and in the playground or in the playing area and stuff at the school. I was like, yeah, man, it was just, but that, yeah, overall though, it's like kids is out here smoking and, you know, doing stuff like that too. So yeah, it's just, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, talking to a kid, I guess, that feels that they need to do that. And I know, you know, people is probably say like, oh, I get like really bad anxiety attacks and, you know, like all these other different things. Like I said, there's other ways to, because I ain't went my whole life without having to smoke, do any form of drugs whatsoever. I feel fine. Yeah, and it's all like, bro, I go through it. I have, like, you know, bad anxiety moments and things and be getting stressed and all this. But the thing is that I find different ways, whether it's playing a video game that I like, watching YouTube videos, listening to music, hanging out with family, talking with friends, whatever the situation is. I'm like, I find things in life to where I don't have to go down that route. And there's a time, like, just to say, like, there's a time I was, like, really going through it, like, badly, mentally, to the point where I was, like, I was thinking careless. I was just careless and stuff. And, you know, alcohol, I'll admit, like, alcohol did cross my mind because I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, well, maybe if I drink, I then just immediately got wiped out. And I started finding things like I started exercising. I was going on 5-mile jogs at one point every day, doing like 300 push-ups. Bro, got into streaming, took content creating more seriously. Like, there's so many different things that you can get into. There's like, yeah, you don't have to go to alcohol and drugs and all that. So yeah, it's like, I get it, you know, but it's like, if you are gonna do that stuff, then it's like, do something legal. Like, yeah, if you want to smoke weed, wait until you get to that age to smoke and all that. But it's like, just do it respectfully. Do it to where it's not gonna land you into trouble and, you know, situations where it's like you having to deal with the law and things. But yeah, it's like, but if not that, then it's like, just don't do that stuff at all and find things that's just, yeah, you know, that's just going to eliminate law stuff from you, like, period and things. So, but anyways.
Yeah, especially the mushrooms is, I have a very, even when friends of mine ask, because I do have people, you know, people are 18 and close, I tell them, I do not give mushrooms to children.
Yeah, how tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
6'2"? How long have you been growing a beard?
It's been a while now, 6+ years.
Yeah, 6+ years. How old are you?
I'm 28, turning 28.
28. Okay, so I mean, like, when you were in high school, did you have facial hair?
Mm-hmm. I have
And-
facial hair.
and
No, I
you're 6'2"
definitely
high school,
understand. I definitely understand that.
You probably could have walked into a gas station and like bought beer. You know what I mean?
The funny part is that when I was underage, I never got ID'd, and as soon as I came of age, I got ID'd.
Usually how it happens.
Yeah, it was very.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, it's
No, like I still get. I'm 27 myself, and no, I get ID'd. GameStops. I'm like, fam, that's the one place where I'm like, bro, I'm like, do you see this? do you see this? Do you hear my voice? But no, the thing is like I could think back on like when I was in school that like as how I look right now, there was kids back in school almost 10 years ago, bro, almost 10 years ago. They look older than me now, and so yeah, it's one of those things where yeah, you know, you can't like judge a book by its cover. It's like, yeah, that looked like a grown man. And then no, there was the one what was that post from like year or not even no, not I think was it this year? 12-year-old kid had like a arm tattoo, right? Mustache, 12 years old, playing football, and he looked like he definitely was much older than the kids. He looked older than the kids. But yeah, they was like he was 12 years old. And yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, you don't really know unless you ask. So it's like, I guess like in his case, it's like, fam, you gotta start asking.
No, I definitely understand that. I will say, I have been very advocate for with anybody who ever asked me that I do not give mushrooms.
I believe that. I don't believe you
to anyone, because as somebody who, like I said, tripped too bad, I understand that it could severely mess up your mental state.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like I said, we're not saying you specifically went out and saw it.
No, I understand. Listen,
just
I
unfortunate.
I did this. I fully understand the ramifications of my choices. I get it. But, however, if I could say one thing, I always made sure that mushrooms never went to kids.
Of course. Of course. No, I understand what you're saying, man. Does like your trips, when you go on a trip, is it like always the same, or is it something different each time?
I would say so. That one time was the only time I ever saw anything that wasn't there. All the other times, it's usually just, you know, things are just kind of moving and colors are weird.
Like on that 70s show, kind of?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, you look at your phone and everything's dancing around. It's usually pretty fun.
Oh, I'm trying to, there's, you know, those like old videos from back in the day where there's like, oh, stare at the dot in the middle and things. And yeah, you stare that you be looking that you start seeing like stuff moving around. And so if it's anything, I feel like it has to be like that, but just probably times 10. But my thing is this, I would be so scared, right? Like, let's say, you know, I'm just all like, oh, mushrooms, take it. And I'm just sitting here reacting to this video. And then I look over, and it's like, in this part of my, like, room, it's not, like, because there's a light that I have right now. It's pretty bright. But if I looked over at this part of my room, and it just started going in, and then I seen something just standing there staring at me, no, bro. Yeah, that's that type of stuff where I'm like, the one and only time, because I'm a scary individual. Like, things frighten me easily. I remotely hear or see things. Fam, there was a time I remember I was walking home. This is when I was working at my last job. I was walking home after work, seen my shadow coming up from the behind me, and I guarantee and I promise you, I almost Chuck Norris whatever was behind me. Just my shadow. I forget how like lights and shadows work, but yeah, bro, it scared the life out of me. So I could just only imagine in a situation like this where I ain't took some shrooms, edibles, then smoked some bad weed, whatever the situation is. Oh, I know I'm panicking, bro. So that's why I'm like, I ain't even gonna fool with stuff like that.
Abuse it to the point where you take way too much. And like I said, I saw like crazy demon clowns and stuff that I time traveled with.
Right? Like,
yeah.
That's crazy.
Patrick was charged with felony counts of possession of a controlled substance, ×2. Sell, manufacture, distribute Schedule 1, 3, or 4 drugs, ×2. And unlawful use of a two-way communication device, ×2.
Dang.
Lastly, his bond was set at $120,000.
Wow.
Head over to codebluecam.com.
Oh, that is
and check
crazy.
out our great selection of quality-made merch that won't
Dang,
disappoint.
I didn't think he was. The video seemed so like peaceful, and I did not think that he was gonna get broken off that much time. That is crazy, man. Nah. But yeah, that's what happens. You live that lifestyle, like that's what's gonna happen and stuff. So yeah, people, don't sell, don't do none of that. All right, leave that drug stuff alone, alcohol, all that. But anyways, and that being said, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Code Blue Cam for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.